Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star, and I hope y'all having a great day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that like button, that share button, and hit that notification bell. Today we're gonna get into my favorite topic. You already know what time it is. We're talking about the reparations, and I actually want to get into this National Reparations League and how they got a permit out of nowhere. I'm not even gonna say out of nowhere. I'm not gonna do that. Well, they said that it took them a little while, but you know, it raised eyebrows within the grassroots, and as it should, right? Because Tariq actually just put up some receipts that they've been trying to get it, and somehow this other group got it. I'm not gonna say fairly easy, but you know, I just find it suspicious, right? That Tariq been saying this, that he wanted to go to there and do a march. Then out of nowhere, these people, come and say that they doing a reparations thing. But it's almost like, so you were trying to do it at the same time Tariq was doing it like that. That just doesn't sit well with me. I don't believe that that was a coincidence. I believe that you heard Tariq was doing it, and maybe he was struggling a little bit, and then you went to try to go do it yourself, but you didn't try to tell anybody, which was highly suspicious to me. But I'm going to read y'all. They have a National Reparations League website, and on the website, which made it very suspicious, it said the National League organization aggressively seeks reparations for the descendants of enslaved people and Jim Crow in the United States. Reparations first. Now, what I don't like about that is descendants of enslaved people. We could be talking about the Irish. We could be talking about, Caribbeans, Africans. That's very vague. Like our brother Dr. Claude Anderson, our elder Dr. Claude Anderson, says, broad and ambiguous terms. So that's kind of broad and ambiguous. And then Jim Crow, that kind of pushes everybody else in the mix. And this is one thing I do want to say about this Jim Crow era. I feel like anybody that wants reparations from Jim Crow era, right? That's a separate claim. I still believe FBA should be getting reparations from that Jim Crow era because a lot went on back then, right? But I still don't believe we should bring anybody in that claim with us, right? But I do believe we should go after slavery reparations, and maybe we should go after slavery reparations first, and then go after the Jim Crow reparations because, yeah, we still are old from that. That's not going away. I still feel like it was a lot that was going on in that era that we need restoration from, and yeah, I just think we should do it. Maybe it should be as after we get the reparations for slavery first, but I still think it should be delineated, like, because we were still going, even in Jim Crow, foundational Black Americans were still going through more than anybody else that suffered from Jim Crow. Maybe they was Caribbean or African or just any immigrant that was over here, because we're not going to act like everybody else didn't suffer, but you damn sure didn't suffer like us, and we don't want you part of our claim. Just point blank, period, right? If I was to get in an accident, and somebody was with me, we could file a joint claim, but we don't have to file a joint claim. He could file a claim with his lawyer, and I can have my own lawyer and file my own claim with a separate lawyer, right? So that's how we getting down with this. We not filing claims with nobody, but we do want some of that Jim Crow stuff. But that was just kind of fishy to me, along with the rhetoric they was playing. Yeah, it just don't sit right with me. I'm actually about to play a YouTube clip of them when they had a what you call it, a space, right? Question and answer with Rasheed Singleton, because I guess he's the person who actually orchestrated this. So I'm gonna let you hear this recording real quick. Here we go.
Yeah, bro. So what planning on inviting? I'm just curious. You mentioned you were going to invite some congressional leaders. Right. I mean, obviously, the two main ones that stick out to me, if there is, I mean, this is not something that's set in stone. But obviously, Cory Booker and Sister Sheila Jackson, uh, they 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 are doing things for they for the
Now, you said the wrong names, player. I would keep it a buck. You said the wrong name. And some people said that this dude was solid. Some people said that the dude, Hawk Newsom was solid. Tariq vouched for him, said they was cool, whatever, whatever. Um, I don't like the stuttering. I stutter myself, right? I not stutter, but sometimes I can't pull my sentences together, especially when I'm on camera. Because sometimes I'll be a little nervous, especially when you start knowing that your views is going up and people are looking at you. So it's like, I get that. You know what I mean? He on a nice little stage where Tariq is, and Tariq brings in views like that. So I can get the brother stuttering, but man, Sheila Jackson and Cory Booker. I'm from New Jersey, and Cory Booker did good for North a teeny bit, right? People respected him. He tried to clean the hood up for whatever that's worth or whatever, right? But yeah, nah, bro. He pushing HR 40, and so is Sheila Jackson. That's why I'm saying, like, right, you're on your you got the National Reparations League website. Um, it says we're aggressively seeking reparations for descendants of enslaved people in Jim Crow. So that's already a red flag. Now you got a red flag of the congressional people you were trying to invite. They are known bootlegs. Matter of fact, in this little video, and shout out to D Tubman because that's the video I use. Subscribe to her channel. Make sure y'all subscribe to D Tubman. Um, Wonderful sister. Uh, Yeah, so it's just like those are red flags, bro. And then that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a coincidence that you just up and was trying to get a and now think about this, right? Because I don't want to hear he didn't know, because he kept saying that. I didn't know. I'm not on Twitter, so I didn't know y'all was doing this, that, and the third. I really don't believe that. I don't believe if you saying like you fighting for the people, that means some of the grassroots people and you know what's going on in the spaces, bro. Like, it's no way. It's no way you running around on some super pro black shit on a reparations platform, right? And you not listening to anybody else that's on a reparations platform. I just don't believe that. I just don't believe that you didn't know that Tariq and them was trying to do a reparations rally in Washington D.C. and you try. I just feel like this was something to try to undermine it, right? Yeah, that joint, that it's just suspicious to me. I just don't, I didn't like that whole situation or how that kind of played out like that. I just feel like that was very.
We just saw in that package that you have.
That's another video I'm about to play too from the Reparations Summit, and that's what I'm saying, right? They was just on the summit. Tariq was talking about how he was trying to he was on the summit at the summit of Revolt Summit, saying that he was going to that he tried to do the rally. They didn't get the permits, this, that, and the third. That's what I'm saying. You ain't watching nothing reparations. You got a reparations thing, but you ain't watching nothing reparations, right? Revolt is Revolt is big time, right? Revolt is mainstream. You're not gonna act like Revolt's not mainstream, like Diddy's not, who he is. So you telling me you didn't hear about this, you didn't watch it. You get what I'm saying? And because you already got the permits at this point when they did the Revolt Summit. So you wasn't going to say anything. You wasn't going to be like, yo, fam, we got the permits. You know what I mean? I know they didn't stop. They stopped y'all from getting it, but we got it. You feel what I'm saying? So I felt like it was just like some type of undermining thing. Then you don't try to get anybody, because that's what Wani was talking about. Shout out to Wani. She's a cool sister. I'll be hearing her in the spaces talk. She goes hard. But she was kind of questioning them, like, just on, like, how don't you know about reparations? How don't you, like, you're not that well versed, but you didn't want to come grab anybody else that was well versed in reparations. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, again, that's like a red flag to me, dog. Like, then you want Sheila Jackson? Come on, fam. Cory Booker? You might as well just got you might as well just got old girl, the vice president. What's they Kamala Harris? Come on, fam. You know they not. Do you know they not gonna have no strong talking points? You don't seek Dr. Claude Anderson. Like you're not seeking none of our true grassroots people. Now they got the dude Naeem. Um, he's I believe he's like a Morris brother. I don't know if he go with the Morris thing no more, but I know he used to be on Sinetta debating. You know what I mean? He thorough dude, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I follow Naeem. Um, again, I don't see no kinks in him, right? In his armor or whatever. I feel like he's genuinely about reparations in the in the progression of black people. I feel like he's off that, but I don't know, man. I just feel like also that's kind of like I'm not gonna say it's a red flag, but it's just like, damn, when they ask you to do it, you feel what I'm saying? And when was you gonna tell us? Because you definitely is in them circles with Marcel and everybody else. Like, when was everybody gonna say, yo, we got the rally, we got the permits passed, and I know y'all didn't, but you know what I'm saying? To not ask for Tariq, I think he wound up asking Tariq later on in that video, but it's almost like, dog, that shit is just so suspicious. And let's listen to this Revolt Summit, and I want to get into Killer Mike and what he was saying about the whole land thing. Again, he's like a Democratic shield. He messed with Bernie Sanders. He pushes uh that Democratic line, and it's just something about these rappers. And I used to love rap. I'm trying to tell you, man. If it wasn't talking about drugs and shooting them up, I'm talking about selling drugs, not the use of. I grew up in that D Block era, Locks, DMX, G Unit, Jay Z. I grew up in that era, right? Or if it wasn't about flipping bricks and shooting people, I ain't like the music. Now I don't listen to none of that. But I'm just saying, like, nowadays these rappers are just coons, yo. The more conscious I get in the more I'm in these spaces, because I was in the space of this whole pro black thing for a nice little minute now, for years. And I'm just like, yo, these rappers are really suckers, bruh. I ain't gonna say all of them, right? But yo, some of them be like cold suckers, dog. Like how they be selling out, letting the Democrats use them. Like, a lot of people I was just looking up to. I'm just not even looking up to like that, but like, just admired they little raps and stuff or whatever. You just like, damn, dog, you just like a cold coon, my nigga. All that old gangster shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. So when it comes to white man, y'all niggas just tuck y'all tail. Y'all scared. Y'all be scared to lose that bread, dog. And I get it, you know what I mean? But I don't get it in the sense of cooning, though, nigga. Like, all that money you got, like, a nigga have Jay-Z and them got $1 billion. Like, you scared to buck against the system because you ain't gonna get some other plays. Like nigga, you don't know how to. You talk about the grass anywhere on God's green earth, you triple your worth. Like, nigga, if you a real hustler, nigga, if they stopped you right now, you still would be able to do what you do. But y'all still just want to be in them little circles. You know what I mean? But back to this. Killer Mike. Talking that BS. And I'm glad that Tariq and our other sister, I forgot her name, but they're gonna say her name in here. I follow her too on Twitter. All these people, please, family, follow these people, bro. Please follow these people, because they are the ones in the community that's really doing the work on the ground, right? I'm not even gonna sit here and style to you. I don't do too much super groundwork, but I do, say what I can say to the people that's on my page that I know. I don't converted a lot of people to pro-black. I'm gonna say that, right? I remember a lot of my friends used to be like, man, you just beating the dead horse, dog. These niggas don't want to hear that shit. I'm like, nah, bro. Some people be in my inbox, hit me in the inbox, like, yo, I didn't know that. Like, yo, they really be getting over on it. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You never know what your voice can do. So anybody out there, small platform like me, you know what I mean? Just do what you do, man. Keep recording and keep, pushing the message. Somebody gonna get it, man. Somebody gonna get it. Because again, Tariq and them, as big as they are, they not reaching everybody. You know what I'm saying? I know people that don't know them, right? So at the end of the day, we all got a part to play.
Strong feelings about how the debt of reparations should be paid. You feel like it should be land. Yeah. Why do you feel like that's the answer?
I think it's a culmination of things, but I think that if you're not asking for land as a big part of that, that maybe you're off course. If Bill Gates, who makes all his money off microchips and computers, is now trying to be the largest landowner in the United States, you know, if you want a good sense of where to find some food, follow a hungry dog. You know, if Gates is want land, why are we 54% of all African Americans live in the South? We know that we were enslaved here. We know we built the economy of the South. We know we were the cornerstone of the South, said by Alexander Stephens, the vice president of the Confederacy, who Stevens County is named for, said the cornerstone of the Confederacy is slavery. So since the cornerstone of building this took us working for free, we deserve something. And what we deserve is land, and we deserve land grants like Dr. King asked for. We deserve to have government contracts that are 100 years in perpetuity for that land. So if corn needs to be grown, we should be granted the land. We should be given the contracts to grow the corn. Why does that work? Because it keeps a dollar cycling, not only in our community, but the greater community. I would like to walk out of this, because I know you don't solve all the problems here, but I'd like to walk out knowing that if we don't deserve anything else, we deserve land, we deserve money, we deserve education. And the only other thing is, there has been, and I got to credit Yvette Carnell for saying this, her and Antonio Moore, that with...
See, again, they always shotting out some bootlicks, man. Some bootlicks. Like, yo, and I ain't even going to just sit here and act like Tony and them is straight bootlicks. But, yo, fam, we already done seen they work, right? We done seen they work. They done fell off. So it's just like, that's why I'm saying all these people work together, because that's what I mean. Like, when you hear certain people shouting out certain people and they not shouting out other people, like, you'll shout out them, but you'll never shout out, you know, Dr. Claude Anderson. You never going to shout out Tariq. You never going to shout out RZA. You never going to shout out Marcel, right? You know, are people that really got like a nice little platform that strictly talks reparations, fam. Like, I don't get that. Let's go.
Without something in terms of perpetuity, without some money, without some political policy, without some change, then it all equals nothing. So we need to push the line locally, like what's happening in California, because once one state makes them break the bank, then it's easier to repeat. But if you were Mississippi, Florida, Alabama, Tennessee, the Carolinas, Louisiana, Texas, you deserve your fair share of land.
What about everybody else? Y'all give it up for that, of course. Yeah. What about everyone else? Are there any other thoughts? Checks, land grants, free education. What does everybody else?
No.
What's in your minds about how reparations should be meted out?
Land is one aspect of it. In respect to my brother Mike, the thing is, we don't just want land, because they'll do what they're doing in Mississippi. There's a bunch of people who live in a city, but then they'll taint the water. They will do certain things like they do in certain Indian reservations. They will pollute the creeks, things like that. So land is one option, but we need cash payments. And when we get the cash, we can buy whatever land we need.
I know that's right.
I'll add, as an international human rights scholar, there's a legal definition for what reparations is. So under international law, reparations comes in 5 forms. So compensation or cash must be included, because that's one of the forms of reparations under international law. But there's also restitution, and that accounts for stolen land, stolen labor, stolen property, real or intellectual. So that's relevant in the entertainment space in terms of the cultural contributions of African Americans, right? The other form of reparations under international law is rehabilitation. So that could look like free medical care from birth to death, free education, free legal and trauma services. Then there's satisfaction, which accounts for more symbolic forms of reparations, like a formal apology, the taking down of Confederate monuments, and the erecting of statues that honor our ancestors, for instance. And then the last, or the 5th form of reparations under international law is guarantees of non-repetition. So that gets at more structural and institutional policy change. So my personal opinion is that you cannot call a reparations package reparations unless it includes all 5 of those forms. So it has to include cash, it has to include a check, it has to include restitution, It has to include rehabilitation, it has to include satisfaction, and it has to include guarantees of non-repetition.
So thank God for that sister and how she came through in the clutch, and for Flex coming through in the clutch. Again, dog. Yeah, bro. He ain't say nothing. This nigga said land, 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 land. Then he tried to say at the end, well, yeah, you know, land, cash. Nah, fam. Land is second. Just like Tariq said, I can give you my cash and I will buy my land. You feel what I'm saying? Because I definitely want land grants too, dog. I definitely want land grants because y'all gave out land grants. Y'all was giving that free. Matter of fact, I want my little acres right in the middle of Manhattan, Miami or LA. That's where I want my acres at, preferably Manhattan. You feel me? Because that's probably the most expensive. But yeah, man. And also, the sister gave the 5 elements. The one element I don't care about, and I was just talking to somebody about this the other day. The one element I don't care about is that apology. Nigga, keep your apology and give me my. You feel me? Give me my cash, fam. I don't care about no apology. If I stole your bike, if I stole anything from you, your money, whatever, the last thing you want is an apology. The first thing you want is your stuff back. Let's keep it a buck. If I steal something from you, the first thing you want is your stuff back. You don't want to hear no apology. The apology probably half-hearted anyway. You feel what I'm saying? Apology don't mean nothing. That don't do nothing for me, dog. Tell me you sorry all you want. All this stuff you've been doing for all these years, you ain't sorry. Just keep it a buck. You feel me? But I understand what the sister's saying. That's just part that they just put that in the 5 elements, and I get it. But I'm just saying, bro, keep your apology. Like when they said that Bill Clinton apologized for mass incarceration. Nigga, I don't care. You ain't stop it. Nigga apologizing. Meanwhile, you still mass incarcerating people, dog. Keep that ish. Nobody want to hear that. You feel me? Man, shout out to everybody in here too, man. I appreciate y'all supporting me. Please hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, and that notification bell. But yeah, man, we got to get off this whole we got to get away from these people, man. We really have to get away from these people and the little slick shit they be doing. Excuse my language. Sometimes I get the cussing, but yeah, man, they slick, bro. They really are slick. And what we can't do is allow these people to undermine us, right? Because that's what they like to do. They love to try to undermine us. And what's not going to happen is, these reparation committees. Right now I got the paper of the permit that Brother Tariq tried to file. And I think that it says Wednesday, July 20th at 8:24 a.m. It says, hello, thank you for contacting. I guess this is them sending it back. And I think that's Flex, because it says kflexforlife@yahoo.com. It says, thank you for contacting the National Mall and Memorial Parks Division of Permits Management. I am reaching out to you in response to your phone call inquiry from your colleague to confirm that we have received your permit application and what your application is currently processing. The permit tracking number that has been assigned to your permit is 221386. And the permit specialist that has been assigned to your permit is Park Ranger Marissa Richardson, and her email is marissarichardson@np.gov. If you have not already been in communications with Ranger Richardson, I would strongly recommend reaching out to her with an email at your earliest convenience. And it just keeps going on, whatever. And it says, I also would recommend amending your permit application to request use of the space for some time to allow for setup and tear down of your event. Please let us know if there are anything we can do further to assist you. And that was in July 20th, dog. We in October. You telling me, as much as Tariq and them was talking about this, that these brothers didn't know. Maybe you did. Maybe you didn't, in the benefit of the doubt, but bro, I just highly doubt it. I highly doubt it that you are in a reparation space and you don't know about Tariq and them and all these other brothers, Marcel, Wani, all these people, Linus, Crown. excuse me, my brother Beat Zilla, shout out to Beat Zilla too. You don't know that all these people are talking about reparations? Definitely shout out to Beat Zilla. That's my brother, man. We walk in the yard together in Oregon. And yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. I just can't fathom that they really didn't know. And you telling me that like it's just a coincidence that you just happen to be trying to get a permit? You telling me that you just happen to be trying to get a permit and trying to do your shit around the same time? Think about this. The brother was trying to get it for September. So that means you was trying to do it before he did it. Bro, I just don't believe it. I'm gonna keep it a buck and shout out to, them brothers is probably all right. If people vouch for the brother, I forgot his name now. People vouch for him, but like man, I just can't see it, man. I don't get it. I don't yeah, I just don't get it, bro. And then when you talking about it and people are questioning y'all was just like stuttering, you know. When Marcel was, questioning the brother, like, all right, well, why he pick you? Oh, I got a big following. Like, who cares if you got a big following, man? That don't mean that you're fit to run up over there and talk about reparations. You feel what I'm saying? And on a national stage, like, yo, this is serious. This is serious, man. That's like, come on, dog. That's like me. We trying to win a basketball game for our for our for our culture or for our people, right? And I don't call LeBron and them up. Like, what the hell? Like, nigga, why you trying to come up here and ball, dog? You gonna wind up losing the game for us. You feel what I'm saying? This is too serious for brothers that don't really know about it. And the brother, um, Hawk or whatever his name is, he already had said in one of them spaces before. This was before this even happened that he said he wasn't versed on reparations. So why would you be cool with? Why would you be cool with coming up there to talk about it on a national stage? And he's like, oh, just cause, and I picked him because he's my friend, and I did one of his events. Like, dog, this ain't no friendship stuff, dog. It's like Wani said, this ain't, bro. We all got friends that's cool, and you know what I mean. We owe a favor to, like, nah, bro. You're not about to come speak on reparations, and this is for the whole goddamn community, our whole lineage. You know what I mean? Some 60-something million people, dog, and you just gonna like screw this up. You know how hard people been working and trying to get reparations for us, dog? Like, you just gonna throw anybody on the panel, even two bootlicks that are known coons? Come on, man. Then you talking about Jim Crow and descendants of enslaved people. You ain't said enslaved in the United States. You just said descendants of enslaved people. Man, these are very broad terms, dog. These are very broad terms. Real BLM-ish. Real Black Lives Matter-ish. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Listen, family, we're gonna keep this pushing, man. We're gonna keep this reparations thing pumping. Reparations is the biggest thing on in the country right now. Let's keep it a buck. Oh, matter of fact, I almost forgot. This is an article. I actually got this off my brother Beatzilla page. It says Supreme Court rules Korean comfort women in World War II U.S. Camptown sex trade entitled to reparations. What? So we giving Koreans reparations before black people. Good God Almighty. Southern Korea's Supreme Court has ruled that the comfort women for U.S. troops in the 1940s are entitled to receive reparations from the government. The September 29th decision confirmed an earlier ruling that each of the women who worked in the brothels set up for U.S. soldiers. But shout out to Kim Tallbear, who is a Korean woman, right? Listen to what she said. Biden and other clueless white Dems need to stop bringing Native peoples into reparation convo. We have treaty. I think she's Native, actually. She might even be Native. Yes, Tall Bear. That definitely is a Native name, not Korean. Excuse me. Stop bringing Native people into reparation convos. We have treaty and other rights. Reparations is not our avenue. They showed their historical and legal ignorance while they try to deflect from Black people's demands. And shout out to that sister. You know why? Shout out to her because she could have kept quiet like the rest of some of our coons in our community. Yep. We got some FBA people in our community. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. We gotta call a spade a spade. I be saying that on my Facebook, bro. Man, when Black Lives Matter was out, you know how many people had their profile pic with Black Lives Matter around it? You know, posting Black Lives Matter stuff. Now, when we talking about reparations, all y'all niggas is quiet. But you can't. You'll be hard pressed to get a motherfucker excuse me. You'll be hard pressed to get a person to post about reparations. Dead serious, bro. I go up my page. That'd be baffling me. I'm like, yo, when tax returns come around, y'all be happy as hell. Y'all be memeing. Oh, y'all gonna waste y'all bread. Oh, you gonna buy a car and that's it. This, that, and third. Y'all gonna be broke by next weekend. Like, damn, y'all. But people be happy too. You feel me? People be happy about that little income tax check. Like, bro, this is reparations. Should be 100,000 times more than that damn income tax check. But y'all are post when income tax time come around. I don't get it. I don't get it. And she called out the Democrats more than any of these people that I be having on my page. Man, we gotta get it together, man. We ain't gonna step up and we ain't gonna talk about. That's why sometimes, bro. Listen, I know we all need reparations. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, reparations should just go to the people who fighting for the shit, or the people who fighting for it should get more than the regular person, dog. Like for real, bro, because it's a lot of black people out there. It's a lot of our people out there, bro, that like to sit on their ass and let other people do the work while they just benefit for it. And they be the same people that be like, y'all niggas just want a girl to take care of you. Like, man, a lot of y'all just want people to do all the work while you just sat there and get taken care of. You feel me? Y'all want people to do all the fighting, get all the backlash, all the heat, and then when they lose their shit, that's why some of these rappers and some of these people, you know, and I'm gonna take a left turn real quick. That's why some of these people don't be wanting to do shit. Cause they like, man, if I push this black agenda and this and you know, the dominant white society cut me off, y'all niggas ain't gonna support me. I'm gonna fall all the way down to the bottom. You feel me? And a little bit of that is true, right? A little bit of that is true, but man, you still gotta do it. I don't care what you're talking about, nigga. You go down to the bottom, you just go down to the bottom. It's for the people. You feel me? We at the bottom, and it is what it is. You just gotta get with the like-minded people. You can't deal with the people that's not gonna support the people. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, and hold on. This is a whole nother thing too. Another left turn. Family, stop listening to some of these dudes that be on these bigger platforms. Some of them, yo, they be so butthurt about niggas raising money. That baffles me, bro. How like, you know, Dr. Umar, I always say this about Dr. Umar, man, and I ain't trying to hear nobody saying he's scamming until you can show me how much money he raised altogether. Not no assumption, not saying, oh, he got 2 million from. Nah, I want to see the receipts, nigga. I want to see the receipts of how much he raised. You better show me some receipts of how much he raised and receipts of how much he actually stole. Don't just say, oh, he's stealing money. I don't know. He just stealing it, nigga. You ain't even got no proof. Just saying a nigga stole, right? Hey, he might be stealing, nigga. I still want some proof though, dog. Shit is just like snitching. You're not about to tell me somebody snitching and you ain't got no proof of that shit, dog. I ain't trying to hear it. You feel me? You ain't got no paperwork. I ain't trying to hear it. So it's just like that. It's like, bro, when these people talk about Tariq, Umar, and just other people, it's just like, yo, why every time somebody, like I showed my Yayo video, and he was like, man, black people just be scamming. It's like, man, white people be scamming too. What you mean? Why you just trying to make that shit on us? Like, dog, and like y'all don't be having no proof, bro. You just be saying niggas scamming, or he just into it for the money. Like, bro, I heard Boyce Watkins say the other day when the Black Panther Party did the food, they was doing the feeds or whatever, right? They was having the breakfast and at the food drive or whatever, right? That that the government copied from the Black Panther Party. He's like, yo, if people, it was free too. They was giving out free. And Boyce Watkins was like, yo, even if they was paying 10 to 25 cents for that, like they could have kept it going. You feel what I'm saying? They could have kept it going because the revolution needs to be funded. The revolution needs to be funded. You're not going to do no revolution broke, bro. That don't work like that. I know we would all love to think that. You feel what I'm saying? But it don't work like that. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. And this is not a shot at nobody and they little whatever they believe in your church and all this. But bro, I grew up in church. I don't do that no more. But like, bro, it'd be a lot of stealing going on there. Let's be a buck, bro. And people keep giving their money to it. The moment you hear one black person is getting over with no proof at all, now you don't even want to support the person. But the pastor can roll around in that Benz, that Beamer. He switches car up every month, every year. I'm gonna say every year, not every month. I'm over exaggerating. He could switch his car up every year, and the church be in shambles, and you still giving your tithes and offering. You know he's stealing. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I'm just like, bro, miss me with that. Miss me with that. That's some conscious community stuff that y'all love to use. Oh, they just for the money. I mean, what they supposed to be for? We in a capitalistic society. Nigga, you for the money. And these same people be asking for donations. You just ain't asking for it like that. You're not saying, yo, give me my donations. But just like me, right? They be doing this, but I ain't knocking nobody. They'll be like, man, hit the cash app, buck in the share, a buck in the share. Like, nigga, you asking for money too. Oh, but I'm about to use it for the people. Nigga, so is the person who's doing what they doing. You feel me? They just not stupid enough to use it for the people and not make revenue off still helping the people, because you can help the people and still make bread, dog. People are crazy. Our people are crazy. You can still make money and help the people at the same time. You know why that's a good thing? Because then it will never stop. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this for myself. I'm just saying, just say you was donating $100,000 to somebody and they, they started a business that helps the community, right? Or whatever they was doing to help the community. But if it's a business and it brings in revenue, they can keep it going. You're not going to keep just donating your money to the person, though, while he just give his bread to the community. Oh, y'all gave me 100,000. I gave it to them. Come on, give me some more. Like, come on, it don't work like that, dog. People not going to keep doing that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all want, but that's how y'all want it to be. Y'all want to give me 100. I get 100 over here, and now I got to keep asking you for bread. What you do with that? I gave it to them. What? You just gave it? It's always going to be something. So at the end of the day, family, make sure y'all hit my cash app too. At the end of the day, family, if you ain't got no proof, please stop running around saying people are scamming and all that shit. That shit is corny, bro. That is just corny. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, the like button, the share button, and the notification bell. Family, we out of here, man. I love y'all. Thanks for all the time you spent with me today, and keep supporting the channel, man. I definitely appreciate it. We out of here, fam. Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Y'all have a blessed day, man.